Hey everybody, I'm here. This is Undead Viking, and I'm here with my wonderful daughter, Rilyn. Rilyn is 5 years old and in kindergarten now. And I've had a few people email me and ask me questions as to what I think are good kids games. And I thought what better way to tell you what are some good kids games that aren't like your standard kids games. Now that doesn't mean that like, games like Hi-Ho Cherry-O or I can't even think. What's the game with the candy? Candyland? Yeah, Candyland. Candyland's not like exactly a bad game. It teaches, spatial recognition, colors, and what have you, and stuff like that. But there are lots of games out there that are geared, one, towards adults that kids can play. And there are other games that are like kids games that come out that are designer games like the ones that we're familiar with. And luckily enough, Rilyn really enjoys playing board games with me. I remember when she was almost 3, she came out of my my game room clutching my copy of Ticket to Ride and saying, "Dad, I want to play the train game." And so she didn't really know how to play. We just basically stacked the trains around. But still, it was like one of those really great moments as being a dad and having a really cool daughter. But anyway, Rilyn plays games with my gaming group, a lot of games. She almost won an epic game of King of Tokyo a while back, and if you've watched my Best of 2011, I related that story. And some other games she's played, Kids of Carcassonne, and she thought that was really fun. And but I asked her, of all the games that I have that are both geared some towards adults and some towards kids, I asked her to pick her top 5. And I thought this would be really cool because I'm planning on doing my personal top games of all time for my 150th review, and which is about 10 away. And so I thought this would be a good way to get prepared for that. And I'd have Rilyn help out and tell us exactly what she thinks of what are her top 5. Can you say 5? 5 board games. So this is number 5, and this is not a kids game. This is Zombie Dice. And Zombie Dice, what does it have, Rilyn? A bunch of
zombies in it.
Yes, and it has a bunch of dice, right? Mm-hmm. And oh, there goes the dice. And so, Rilyn, pick up some of those dice, and you tell me what do you like about Zombie Dice? What do you think is cool about the game? You like rolling the dice, of course, right? Mm-hmm. And then, what do the dice have on them? They have a brain, and they have footsteps, and that means that the human is running away from you, right? Because you're a zombie in Zombie Dice trying to eat zombie brains, or eat brains of humans. And then it also has a shotgun blast, right?
Yeah, which they want to shoot you.
Yeah, so and if you get too many shotgun blasts, then you don't get to eat your brains, right? And this is like a really basic push your luck game that Rilyn has played with my gaming group many times. She really likes rolling the dice. She likes adding up the brains that she gets, and she likes like the fact that she's playing an adult game technically, and she thinks zombies are cool, right? Right? Yeah. Which are scarier, fast zombies or slow zombies?
They're slow. So
slow zombies are scary, or are fast zombies scary?
Fast zombies are.
Fast zombies, yeah, because they like catch up to you too quick, right? But slow zombies we can just run away from, right?
Yeah. Okay.
But you like playing Zombie Dice? Yeah. So Zombie Dice is Rylyn's number 5 game. She beats me at it quite a bit, actually. So. And this is from Steve Jackson Games, and it's basically a little party dice game. Can I have the top, please? All right, awesome. All right, so there you go. Zombie Dice is number 5. Her number 4 game is a game from Rio Grande Games, and it is Viva Topo, or Hooray for Cheese, if you will, if you know how to pronounce, know the foreign language there. Viva Topo is a game, and you are what in Viva Topo?
The mouses.
You're the mice, and you are trying to collect
cheese.
You're trying to collect the cheese, right? And then who's trying to catch the mice?
The cat. cat.
The cat, and so here's the cat. And you know, why don't you pick up some of the mice and show them some of the mice that are included in the game. This is one of those games that has really, really nice components, especially for kids. It's a game that is geared towards children. It has a nice, pretty board where the mice run around the board and try to collect the bigger, different chunks of cheese to feed themselves with. And the point of the game is that you roll this big clunky die, and there's the mice. And when you roll the die, you get to move your mice around the board. But if the die comes up and has a cat face on it, and there's 2 of those in the die, the cat gets to move. And the cat moves slowly but surely around the board trying to catch and eat the mice. And what happens if he catches a mouse?
Then you put him back in the box.
Yeah, because that mouse can't get around the board anymore and he can't collect any more cheese. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a game that Rilyn and I play several times in the year, but we always make a point to play it every Father's Day, and we've done that, and I've taken pictures of that every single time. You can find those at Board Game Geek. But Viva Topo is, like I said, it's a really, really good game. The pieces are really cute. I mean, these cute little mice with the cute little tails. That's okay. And but like I said, the pieces are big and chunky. Like here's a big cheese, and really easy for kids to handle. And it teaches them, addition and choosing spaces, and also kind of teaches them a little bit of risk-reward type thing, where like you have certain mice that if you leave the board to collect cheese before you reach the end, you get like smaller pieces of cheese, like say this one that's only worth 2 points. But then at least your mouse is safe, and so it teaches kids kind of like, do I want to risk, staying on the board?
And
what?
Can you tell them how much the chunk of cheese is?
How much is that chunk? Can you count each one of those for me? Each triangle?
6.
6 points. So if you get all the way around and you make it to the end, you get a big chunk of cheese worth 6. And so then you count up how many points of cheese each person has, and then whoever has the most points of cheese wins, right? Mm-hmm. And you win most of the time?
Uh-huh.
Yes. You win all the time, don't you? You don't win all the time. Sometimes you lose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the king, when do you get by the king?
What?
When do you get to go to the king?
Oh, the Mouse King at the end?
Yeah.
Well, that's the last space where the big cheese are. The Mouse King holds the big cheeses. He's the big cheese.
The big cheese king.
The big cheese king. All right. So here's number 3, and Rilyn actually did a review of this earlier in the year, and this is Dungeon. And this is the classic old game of
The one that Dad used to have.
Yes, yeah. I used to have an older copy, and Rilyn has actually demanded to play the older copy a few times. She kind of likes the older artwork. But this is the newer version.
No, I haven't played that at all.
Well, I know, but you said you wanted to play the old one with the old artwork, right?
Yeah,
like the old board?
Yeah, but we couldn't because there's parts missing.
Yeah, and we've kind of lost some. So we played this one. And this is a game, like the old fantasy board game of adventurers climbing into a dungeon and, trying to kill monsters and take their treasure, right?
Yeah, but if a monster takes your treasure, you have to go back in there and fight them and get your treasure back.
Yeah, so sometimes the monster can bonk you over the head and take your stuff, right?
Yeah.
But you got a magic sword that one time that really helped you out, right?
Yeah, and I got a few problems.
Well, like what kind of problems?
Like, because I got, confused because they had that magic sword.
Oh, yeah, because you had to roll to see how good the magic sword was each time, right?
Yeah, and I didn't get the same number, so I had to use the magic sword.
Yeah, you had to use the magic sword. And so, it's another game that, it actually, I think, is geared towards probably somebody a little bit older than Rilyn, but it's one of those games that I used to play when I was a kid, and so when I got a copy of it, I was really excited to play it with her. What's your favorite part while playing Dungeon?
You get treasure.
You get treasure, and what is probably like the part of the game that you don't like when it happens?
The monsters take your treasure.
Well, and that kind of stinks. But then you go back and you beat them up and you take them back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I'm really excited that she likes this game because, of course, it is a Dungeons & Dragons theme, and I would really think it would be cool if later on, when she gets a little older, she can play Dungeons & Dragons. She still sits in when I play Pathfinder on the weekends. She'll sit with me and she'll roll my dice, and she'll kind of tell me what I should do with my fighter Koronos that I'm currently in a campaign with, and she likes the idea a lot, and she likes drawing the maps for that, right?
Bear in the screen.
Yes, bear in the screen. But you like drawing the maps for when we play Pathfinder on the weekends, right? Yeah. So, all right, cool. All right, here is the next game. Are you showing this game?
Yep.
Now we've been playing this game a lot lately, right?
Yep.
And this is kind of a game that you really started to like a lot.
Mhm.
And what game is it?
Igloo Pop.
Igloo Pop, another game from Rio Grande Games. And Rilyn, why don't you tell the people out there a little bit about what is Igloo Pop about?
It's about trying to guess what number it is, and you put it on the card if it's the right one, and then you give the card, and then at the ending,
Why don't you show them the Igloo?
The last one you get, and if in the last one round you're doing, then you see if you got the right numbers, and you get the cards, and then you count the points you have.
So you shake the igloo, and so you shake the igloo like this, right? And you can't look at the bottom because that's the number that the igloo is. How many little beads are in there, right?
Yeah.
And you shake it, and I say, how many do you think this one is?
I go for 4.
4? You sure?
Actually 5 or
5?
6 or 6.
I think there's at least 8.
Can I try?
No peeking.
I'm not. I'm covering it up.
Okay.
I go for...
I'm saying 8. What are you saying?
I'm going for 11.
11. All right. Well, and the big reveal. 11. You were right. She actually got it right. Rilyn is astoundingly good at this game. I am not as good. Her mother is quite good as well.
He thinks we're a cheater.
Well, I think you and Mom are in cahoots sometimes. But what happens is that you flip over these cards, and there are a bunch of these blue igloos, and they're face down on the board. And you flip over 9 of these cards around the igloos, and each person takes one, and they shake it, and they try to determine what they think is how many on there, and then they place it on top of a card, saying that they're guessing that. And there's actually a little notch.
Hey, stop turning them over.
Sorry. There's actually a little notch there in the front, and these little wooden discs go in there of the different colors. So you pick a color, and you put the wooden notch in there, and then you guess on the card. And then after all the igloos are guessed, you turn over each igloo, and whoever is correct gets to take the card. And more than one person.
And then you get points.
Yeah, you get points depending on how many
cards you get of the Eskimos.
Yeah.
Then we see at the ending who gets the most points and wins.
So this card, because it has 2 Eskimos on it, would be worth how many points?
2.
And then this one with 1 Eskimo on it would be worth
1.
1. And then there are ones that with 3 Eskimos, like that guy right there.
Yeah.
And so that one will be worth 3 points. And so this game it's just so simple and clever. It's a lot of fun. Plus, I know I look kind of silly when I'm taking this and shaking it and trying to figure out how many of these little tiny plastic beads are on the inside. But Igloo Pop, Rilyn, you played a lot of it lately. What do you like the best about Igloo Pop?
You get points.
That's the best part about it, is you get points?
Yeah.
What do you like about playing the game? Do you like shaking them up and trying to guess, or what do you like?
Mm-hmm.
And
sometimes I cheat by an accident.
You cheat by accident?
Sometimes.
So you and Mom are in cahoots then?
Mom is in cahoots.
Oh, just you? You're just in cahoots with yourself?
Sometimes it's just an accident.
Oh, okay, it's just an accident. All right, so All right, here comes the last game.
Let's maybe later, maybe after this, we're gonna play it.
Well, maybe we will play it after this is over, but it is a school night. You need to get to bed. But anyway, this game is, and it's got a German name to it because it is a game that only has come out in Germany. There hasn't been any English versions of the game that has come out. And I do feel bad about like presenting this, but you can. There's some online sellers that will get this in. Not just yet. We're almost done. And there are some online sellers that do carry this. And but this game is, what is it, Rilyn?
A pirate game.
The Schwarze Pirate, or the Black Pirate. This is a game that has like a nice puzzle board, and you'll see that there's these really nice ships that that each person has.
And you roll the dice and you get treasure.
Yeah, and then it's really cool. Like the boards themselves are actually, if you can, I don't know if you'll be able to tell this or not, but the islands are actually raised up on the board. And like I said, it is a puzzle board, so you can see there's little notches that it goes together. And you have to be able to get your ship to the islands to collect the gold coins, right?
Yep.
And what do you use? And the ships are really, really cool looking. I mean, they're wood and they're nice, and they have like these little cloth sails on them that Rilyn is holding.
And little stick golds and their colors.
Yeah, and the gold is just these little yellow chits. But you have, if you've had kids, you know this is basically one of those things you use to clean out a baby's nose. But what you do is you actually like use this to blow and obviously my finger my hand doesn't work well, but on the board you use this and it pushes like a gust of wind. It pushes the ship along the board. You try to go to the different islands to collect treasure, right? Mm-hmm. And then if you get lucky enough to move the Black Pirate and you get him to like, and she does this a lot, to get them to hit somebody else's ship, the Black Pirate does what?
Attacks.
And steals your
gold.
Yeah, and takes your gold away from you. It's a very, very light-hearted but fun game of, and it's cool because it has pirates, right? Mm-hmm. And as far as, I mean, this is a game that Rilyn has a little bit of difficulty because I think it's a little tough to like, kind of maybe direct this a little bit. So sometimes we let you just flick the thing with your finger instead, right?
Or just move it with all my fingers.
Yeah, and so she just kind of pushes it and stuff like that. But she's getting better with the little I don't even know what these are called, but and I don't know why this game. One. Okay, there we go. I don't know why this game hasn't come over. It even says there it was like the kids game of the year back in 2006. But really, really highly enjoyable game. I'm looking forward to when my son Caleb is old enough to play this, and all three of us can play this game. And so there you go. That is the top 5 games that Rilyn likes to play. Rilyn, do you have anything else you wanted to say about the games that you like to play?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Well, do you like playing board games with Dad?
Mm-hmm.
And do you think you'll play board games with Dad for a long time?
I think.
Oh, awesome. So, well, there you go. That's Rylyn's personal top 5 favorite board games as of right now. Who knows? Something might come out that you like even more, right?
Yep.
All right.
Maybe.
All right. Well, can you say goodbye?
Bye.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And if you have any questions or comments about any of these games or any other games that you might have questions about, please ask away. And if you actually want to ask my daughter a question, I'll definitely forward that over to her, and I will make sure that she responds to you to the best of her ability. But until next time, this was Undead Viking, and this is my awesome daughter Rilyn. And we will both see you soon. Goodbye.
Bye. Is this still on record?
Yeah, you did great.